Here we have a SAT math question. Okay, let's go to the question. A certain park has an area of 11,863,808 square yards. What is the area and square miles of this park? And also there is an information that is 1 mile is equal to 1,760 yards. Okay, let me take the information given over here. So 1 mile is equal to 1,760 yards. Usually, we represent the area in square units. Since the area is represented in square units, so here we have to get both the quantities in terms of square units. For that, I have to square so both the quantities over here. So when I square both the sides, here I have 1 mile the whole square. So the exponent over here is applicable for the complete stuff inside the parenthesis. So when I take this exponent separately for this one and separately for this mile, I'm getting 1 square. And when I apply this exponent square for this mile, it will become square mile. On the right side, we have to do the same thing. So we have to take this exponent separately for this 1,760 and for this yards. So when I take the square for 1,760, it will be 1,760 square. So when I apply this exponent square for this yards, it can be written as square yards. Okay, now I got these two quantities in terms of square units. Okay, the value of 1 square is just 1. Then we get 1 square mile on the left side is equal to, when I take square for this 1,760, I am getting 3,097,600 square yards. Okay, from now, so this problem can be solved using proportion. So here we got the stuff that is 1 square mile is equivalent to 3,097,600 square yards. Then how many square miles is equivalent to this area? So that's what we have to find. Okay, I assume x square miles is equivalent to this area. Okay, first let me write ratio with these two quantities. That is 1 to 3,097,600 square yards. Then here we have assumed x square miles is equivalent to this area in square yards. Then we can write another ratio with this x and this one. That is x to 11,863,808 square yards. So here both the ratios represent the same stuff, because here square miles and square yards, and here also we have square miles to square yards. So we can equate these two ratios because both the ratios represent the same stuff. Okay, now whenever two ratios are equal, it's called proportion. Okay, now we have to solve for x in this proportion because x represents the area in square miles, which is equivalent to the given area in square yards. Okay, to solve for x in this proportion, we have to write each ratio as a fraction. Okay, now let's write the ratio on the left side as a fraction. Then I'm getting 1 over 3,097,600. On the right side, if I write this ratio as a fraction, I'm getting x over 11,863,808. Okay, now to solve for x, I have to get rid of this denominator over here. For that, I have to multiply both sides by 11,863,808. So let me multiply on the left side also by the same stuff. That is 11,863,808. So this one and this one will cancel out. When I multiply this value by 1, so I'm getting the same thing. That is 11,863,808. And the denominator is the same. That is 3,097,600 equals to x. So using calculator, when I evaluate this one, I'm getting 3.83 equals to x. So already we know that x represents the area in square miles, which is equal to this one. So we got x equals to 3.83. So 3.83 square miles of area is equivalent to this one. So the correct answer choice for this question is option B.